So the story of me starts with being broken, you know? There's a reason why I ended up being addicted. And all of that leads to loneliness and trauma, and it wasn't pretty. Unfortunately, I'm still that same person. And I'm working hard every day to try to be better than what addiction is. And because of that, it's so important to try to figure out how you can have good people around you, establish not only policies, procedures, standards, but a visual stimulation for people to follow, like a story. And I hope that people understand that the heart behind this, while it might not be executed perfectly every single time, is that we want to try to help, and we want to try to express our faith through helping other people, and express our faith through quality, standards, and relationships. And we believe that those are the three building blocks to help our employees. So I think it's important to note that really without my story and Diane's story, my story of addiction, my background in the restaurant business, we never would have gotten here. And it's critical to understand that you also are going to have a story, and you also are going to have a vocation to figure out. And why not do it with a mission? As it relates to the importance of other people that you work with, here's a fun fact. The only thing I have no idea how to do in this whole restaurant and bakery is bake bread. I have no idea how to do it. We came up with it to match with really the mission. It's really inexpensive to make bread, and it takes a whole lot of labor. So it really accomplishes our mission of doing something to train people how to be a baker, because it's inexpensive if you mess up, but it still gives you a lot of hours. So it's really perfect. And because of that, we went ahead and did it, and I had to hire people that knew it. And so I literally couldn't help them. This bakery is emblematic of a lot of things that are going to happen in a business that you own, whether you're a part of a corporate entity, whether or not you're part of a business. There's going to be things that you aren't gifted at that you're going to absolutely need to complete your business. So I would encourage you to understand the everyday operations of everything, even if you aren't an expert at it. You need the Dianes, you need the Jennifers, you need all of the Jakes and the Connors and the Brandys. Every single person here is valuable. And I need to do a better job when I get done with this video telling each of those people how much I appreciate them. So don't forget, I started this business with my wife 3.5 years ago, didn't want to do it at all. I was still thinking not like a servant leader, but absolutely like a business guy. So really, you have an opportunity, even as a high school student right now, to be only 2 years behind me. So contemplate this. To really create your now, you're going to have a future to build upon. Your business, your relationships, what you acquire in knowledge, who you acquire with talents that are different than you. And all of those things will make up now. What we think here is that it really takes every single one of us to accomplish all of our goals. But it only starts when you decide that you want to do the servant leadership, and that's critical. Please go into your career, go into whatever field you're going to, be great at it, bust your butt, learn everything you can. But as you do it, don't be like me and be over 50 and realize that this is the best job I've ever had. Even though, don't be like me, but don't ever think that you can't start now. This is the best job I've ever had, and here's why. It's not because I don't have a fancy corner office like I used to. I don't have the fancy cars, the first class travel and hotels. But what I do have is I have enough. I have my family. And I feel like every single day, I'm not just making jam. We're teaching someone how to do math and get their GED. And because of the treasures that you get when you help people, it magnifies the fact that I have an office at my house that I share with my wife. I pay my own way for my car, and I don't have a fancy salary anymore. But I could tell you it's worth 10 times, 100 times, and I would never go back to that lifestyle because this means more. This is where I want to be for the rest of my life. If you could capture that now when you're 16, 17, 18 years old and have that as a mission, by the time you're 25, you're going to be well past where I'll ever be. All right, so what we're trying to do here is let you know that this is a call to service. Hey, listen, you're gonna go to a park right now, and what I love about this is very emblematic to servant leadership. And you could talk until you're blue in the face, but until someone sees the evidence of your work, no one will ever believe that your head and your heart is into what you're doing. And so I love that you're gonna go get your hands dirty and get in there and make something beautiful for people that potentially can never ever do a favor for you. You're gonna go and do something for someone that can't give you an advantage, can't give you money, can't give you an opportunity. And that's the coolest thing in the whole wide world, I think. And that's a great way to live your life. So congratulations, go do it and do it great.